Today we will learn about the Find It flow. This is an easy, fun pattern to play with your dog. It develops recall and polite approaches while letting your dog burn both physical and mental energy. To get started, you'll need some treats and your dog. If you have more than one dog, put your others up while you're teaching the first one. The only prerequisite for this pattern is to teach your dog to touch your hand with their nose. This behavior doesn't have to be perfect to get started on the Find It flow. Just introduce the behavior and it will get stronger with practice. You can find instructions on wigglebuttacademy.com/touch. Here's a pro tip. For the first few times that you play, use slightly larger treats so your dog can hear and see the treat when it hits the ground. Okay, let's get started. For step 1, start indoors in a room without much going on. Ask your dog to sit in front of you and say your dog's name followed by "Find it." Next, toss a treat a few feet away from your dog so they can easily go get it. Your dog should go get the treat. When your dog looks up at you after eating the treat, say your dog's name, then say, "Come." This is the part that will build a nice coming when called behavior because it will have lots of positively reinforced practice. When your dog gets close, put your hand out for a hand touch, and when your dog touches it with her nose, say, "Yes," and give her a treat. Now, wait for her to offer a sit. It's okay if the sit takes a few seconds the first time. We are trying to teach our dog to ask nicely for things by offering a polite sit. When the dog sits, say, "Yes," then immediately say, "Find it," and toss another treat. As your dog gets used to the pattern, you can toss the treat further away and make it more difficult to find. Further away also creates an opportunity for burning more physical energy running back and forth. Now it's time to level up. After practicing inside, we can level up in the backyard. This is a great place to make this flow more challenging. Once you have the backyard down, try playing at a park on a long leash, like a 15 to 20 foot leash. I like to call this taking it on the road. When you take the Find It flow on the road, you can really amp up the flow's benefits. Get creative about how you use it. Imagine playing with a kid's park in the distance. How about a dog park in the distance? It's important to practice where your dog can still play the game with you and using increasingly challenging environments so that you can polish this recall with distractions. Are you having some trouble? Here's the most common troubleshooting tips. Sometimes people will say, "My dog won't get the treat." That's okay. Your dog just doesn't understand the game yet. Throw the treat by saying "Find it," and then say "Let's go," and go find the treat together for the first few times until your dog gets the hang of it. My dog won't sit politely to ask for the next treat toss. That's okay too. This is just the dog not understanding what behaviors you're looking for. It's okay to prompt or ask for a sit until the dog understands that polite sit gets that treat toss. When you take it on the road, the most common troubleshooting tip is for when a dog is not taking treats or isn't interested in the game. What this tells you is that the environment is just too hard for the dog at this point. Your option is to make it easier by getting further away from whatever it is that you're near, or do it in an entirely different time. Another option is to level up your treats. Sometimes that's all it takes. That's it for now. Hope you enjoyed learning about the Find It flow. Happy training!